that's me.
Oh wow! We've just hooked a freight train. G'day folks, welcome to another episode of Keepin It Reel. Got Punkin with us again, co-hosting, aka Nipples.
Nipple man. Nipple man. It's going to stick, isn't it? It's going to stick. I don't like it, but I reckon it's going to stick.
I can see you pretty well.
I've been called a lot worse, and it is cold. It is cold. It's freezing, you can tell. It's fairly obvious. I'm like a human barometer, thermometer.
But we had a bit of an early start this morning, guys. We bit of fog. We're about 100 k's off the Whitsunday Islands. We found a little bit of ground. We're going to do a little bit of a trawl to see what else we can pick up. On the bottom here, we've seen a few fish down deep. We're in about 50 metres of water. Might get a Spanish and find a bit more bottom. Do a bit of jigging, drop a bait.
Sounds good to me. Yeah,
what do you reckon?
Keen as mustard, yeah.
Let's go fishing.
All right.
We've got our GoFish Cam as normal. Water is really clean and clear, small tides, Punkin.
Yeah, should get some great footage off those today. The stuff we did on the Spanish special was awesome, but I think today we're going to get a lot more clarity in it. So we've got a lot deeper water. We're a bit further from the coast, so hopefully it should clear right up, Punkin. I think it's going to be awesome.
I'm excited. Let's go. Let's do this. First jig down, and something absolutely smashed it. As soon as I got to the bottom, we're travelling along, the sound had just lit up, and don't know what he is. He hasn't got any head shakes, so...
It's fun in 50 metres of water, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's terrifying for me, watching you. It's awesome.
Actually starting to feel it.
I'd prefer not to hook one now. I've watched how hard you've had to work to pull one in.
I'm a bit unfit.
Yeah. What's the guess, mate?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, what's the chances?
Dirty old triggerfish.
Big triggerfish.
Yeah.
Wow, never caught a triggerfish. Oh, he's got big nasty spines on him.
Yeah.
You don't want to
hurt a lot.
I imagine they would.
Yeah. Got a handful of that mouthful of that net too.
He's bitten the net.
Yeah.
He's bloody bit the net. There you go, triggerfish. They got a nasty set of spikes on them. On the anal fin there and the top dorsal. But yeah, got a set of sharp little teeth on him. But we'll let this guy go. They fight, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Only tiny. Oh, check that out. Look at that. Eh? That's a massive husser. I didn't know they got that big husser. Oh, stop it. Just behave yourself. And he's a fine little bugger for something that's come up from 50 metres to still have the fight that he's got in him. It's incredible. He's got about 35 spines and he's put every one of them in my hand, which is awesome. Really awkwardly hooked there. Little fella. There he is, but a husser. We've got more whales out there too. More whales out here, yeah. Nice eating. That's probably the biggest husser I've ever seen. Punkin, what do you reckon?
He's a nice fish.
The snodgy, you probably get a half decent fillet off that, but a beautiful little fish. Yeah. Grabbed the NATO hook, which is kind of strange, but.
I want to grab a photo.
Yep.
And we're on again.
Oh, you're right, mate. I'll just stand over here and watch.
Oh, this is a bit better.
That's a nice fish.
Oh,
mate, the jigs are killing it.
The jigs are nailing it. Oh, he's got a bit of head shake, this fella.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as I can get him up before the tax man comes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's,
There'll be some lurking down there for sure.
I hope not. He's definitely. But yeah, again, we've drifted across. Sound is lit up with fish. And straight away, as long as it's not a big schooler trigger. Hopefully it's a quality fish. I don't think everything I just gained on him, I just lost.
He's upset. Well, that looks nice, mate.
It's got that head shake. You can see the rod tips doing that bounce. Oh, it's a nice fish. Hopefully he's red.
Hope so.
What are you doing over there?
Nipple. I'm good, mate.
Well, see, last time you caught all the fish.
Yeah, we're swapping, aren't we?
Yeah.
I like it because we're in 50 metres of water now. I don't mind it now. It's not an issue.
Oh, this is good. How good's this?
Yeah. That's a nice fish, mate. Even if it's rubbish, that looks like fun.
Yeah, it is. Oh, we got to be getting close.
You got to be getting close. That's a long. What a fight, mate. I'm gonna call Red Emperor.
Yeah,
there you go. I'm calling red.
I think I'll be a red or a nanny. It's got to be red. It's got to be red.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll be wrong because I'm wrong every time.
Be a sweetling.
Be a big sweetie. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm glad there's no tax man here because.
Yeah, he'd have him by now, wouldn't he?
Oh, I can see colour. It looks a long way down still. Tell you what, he's given me some stick.
Yeah. You're fighting hard. That's what I'm thinking.
Holy dooly, look at that.
Oh no, that's silver. Oh, you might have a bloody Trevally.
Big Trevally.
Oh, rotten sod.
Big Trevally. It looks like a bludger to me.
Yep.
Big bludger Trevally.
Yeah. Rotten bugger. He's a
bit of weight in him too.
There he is. He's a heavy little bugger.
There you go. Big bludger Trevally on the jig. Thanks to Richard at Elite Tackle for hooking us up with these jigs yesterday. Loving them. I've done 2 drops with 2 fish. Brilliant.
Richard seemed to be copping a bit of a hiding from these things.
Give me some stick.
Yeah.
I thought it was decent. I'm going to give him a spear. And away he goes.
There's a little bit of rubble down there, isn't there? Which is probably what they're hanging on.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the bottom. I'm scared to do anything.
Yeah.
Just a little punker.
Yeah, just a couple of nice taps are sitting on the bottom. Just felt he can come up and show a bit of interest. That's the downside to using pilchards, but it doesn't take much to knock them off. But
yeah, 2 bites.
Yeah. 8 kilo coral trout, that's all I want. I'm not fussy. Like I'm not greedy or anything like that.
It's not a lot to ask for.
8 to 10 kilo coral trout, that's all. Yep. I'm calling Bludger. Bludger or triggerfish?
Want to hang on to me, Rod?
Yeah, no, can you hold this?
That's weird, them not taking the pilly.
No, I'm sitting there pretty too. Oh, that looks heavy too. Hey, no, that's a bit heavy. How's it all going so far?
I'm winning. I'm gaining on him.
Yeah, you're killing it, mate.
Killing it.
No, it's good to be here, really.
Oh, someone's got to be the water boy.
That's exactly right, mate. That's the.
Oh, I want to see some red.
Yeah.
You know, we're in 50 metres of water, so it's a perfect ready country. And look at that sounder again, it's just lit up. Oh, he just got heavy.
Oh, yep, here you go.
I'll swap you.
Okay.
Spots.
Yep.
Oh yeah, now he's coming.
Another one.
Another bludger. There he is. Definitely time to move on.
I'm really happy that you're catching all these, mate.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Keep those hooks out of that net. They're good sized fish and they're great fun too. From memory.
There you go. Another bludger trevally. Like we're in 50 metres of water, 55 metres of water. Great fun to catch on the jig. Every drop I'm getting them on the jig. He's away. He's gone. That's why I'm laughing. It hurts. They're thumper fish, eh? Thumper fish.
I'll give you $100 if you can do this.
Oh, well, do you want to go back? We'll do another drop.
We'll do one more because I reckon I got a big nana guy with my name on him.
So I'm using a slow pitch jig, which is really easy work. I don't have to crank it. It's just a nice steady rise, a wind, and letting it drop, and pumpkins on.
All right, up it comes. It's not a big one, not as big as the last one anyway. It's got a bit of a different fighting rhythm to it.
Flying off the jig.
I don't think it's a horse that's one pumpkin. Still giving me some curry, but it's only tiny, whatever it is, by comparison. Still good fun, but. Here he comes. Oh, that's red!
It's red!
Oh, nana guy!
Yes! That's what we're after!
Nice fish.
Nice little nanny.
Yeah. He's basically gone through a process called barotrauma, which is basically the change of atmospheric pressure on the body, so this bloke won't survive if we put him back in there, because he's come up about 53, 54 metres, so yeah, he's coming home with us. Good table fish, really nice table fish. Not up there with the coral trout, but very nice eating fish. Good fun to catch.
That's a nice nanny, isn't it? That's
yeah, nice nana guy. Yeah. It's a good. You get them a lot bigger than this, and of course, but it goes with everything. But yeah, that's a nice size. So I like them that size because my arms don't hurt anywhere near as much. Yeah, but he's coming home with us. So. Beautiful fish. Very happy with that.
Righto, guys. Thanks for watching. Till next time. See you up the creek. G'day folks, welcome back to another episode of Fish and Dish. As always, Paul from Slice of Nature.
Hello.
And we have the Reverend. What's happening, boys?
G'day. Oh, mate. Well, look at that. We've got a little mini fish that we found.
Just
a little one. Yeah. So I know what we're having for dinner for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, and it is. We have got a beautiful coral trout.
This is what I call barbecue spiced rum coral trout.
Oh, I like to see it. What do you reckon, Reverend?
So we're going to give it a bit of rum. You know, rum is my religion. You know,
we're going to give their attention.
Yeah. This is going towards you. We've got the Sailor Jerry going on this one. So let's get straight into it. Okay.
Of course, this fish has been scaled, so we have pre-done that.
It's all prepped. What we want to try and do is get some beautiful scores going into this bad boy. And I'm going basically down until I can feel the backbone there.
And just evenly spacing the...
Just evenly space them out. You can crisscross them if you want. Now, we've got to flip it over and do the same the other side. Now, we've got to make a little marinade. There are some measurements. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're going to use a garlic-infused olive oil. This stuff absolutely rocks. Now, this is going to be quite a garlicky dish. We've got to stop raving about food that don't sponsor us, hey?
A bit of a drizzle happening there.
Well, I'm actually making a marinade, right? So I want to make sure this has got a bit of liquid in it. So firstly, we're going to put in some yellow capsicum that I've just diced up.
So that's probably, yeah, like you could say a tablespoon. Yep.
Probably a bit more than a tablespoon. Yeah. Just, you know, this is a big fish. This is probably a 5 kilo fish. I'm glad we caught it because I don't think the budget would allow us to go and buy it. We just diced up some garlic. Ginger. Really strong taste.
Yeah, so this is where we've got to be careful not to overpower with the ginger.
That's right. So I'm probably going to use, I had probably 2 teaspoons in there. I reckon I've used about a teaspoon. This is the spring onion. Okay, I'm only going to
taste as well, so you can taste it along the way to see where you sit with the flavours.
That's right, and realistically, you're going to get most of it from the smell.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep the rest of that. Parsley, we're going to put...
sort of a small handful of
chopped parsley. A bit more than a pinch, so, you know, probably a tablespoon of that.
Well, we can tell Mum we're eating more greens.
That's right. Now we're getting some thyme, okay? Just get some thyme off. Thyme, again, is a really strong smell. Yeah, but it's about getting all those flavours together. Yeah. You know, and that's where you'll obviously match up something that suits this.
Are you thinking already, Reverend, on what you're going to...
I'm thinking, you know, the acidity, the ginger,
the lemon,
the lime. I'm leaning at this stage towards a Riesling. There's some really good Australian Rieslings in the market at the moment. You know, will complement this.
So I've used about 6 little sprigs of thyme there. Okay, let's put a 7th one in. The juice of 1 lime to start with. You smell that already, hey?
They've got actually a bit of a sweat.
Yeah. So now that we've mixed that up, you should be able to have a bit of a smell of where that's going already.
I can actually smell that already. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Right, now, the thing we want to make sure is that when we add the next flavours, that we don't overdo it. Okay, so firstly we're going to get a bit of soy sauce.
Bit of a drizzle.
Okay, now soy sauce is going to give it quite a bit of saltiness, all right, but it's going to sort of start bringing out all those elements as well. Now normally I would probably add a bit of sugar into this, but we're not going to do that because we don't play by the rules. We're going to use rum.
Now I hope you're not applying the ginger rule to the rum.
No, I'm not.
Less is more on the ginger, more is less on the rum.
The good thing with the rum, obviously that's got plenty of sugars and things already in it. That's going to sort of caramelise up and glaze up as it's cooking, and it will soak right in through that meat. This is a big fish, right? So I can't give you any time on how long it's going to take to cook. You're just going to have to watch it, flip it over, keep going.
Everybody's oven's different.
That's right. But I did hear a little trick. Apparently, with the fin on the top, if you can pull that out, it means the fish is ready. So we're going to give that a crack.
And you also can use the fork treatment that I've done on cooking before. Actually push the fork into the fish. If it goes in and then slides out with ease, it's done.
So while you were talking there, I just filled the bowl with rum.
Is it a fine year, Kenny?
Now I want to go around with my onion wedges, okay? And I'm basically just going to shove them in. And I don't mind if they're...
That's just pretty rough.
Up a bit higher.
Just get into it. Yeah.
And just sort of get them down in there. If you want to cut them in half a bit more, you can. Yeah. Put some lemons on top. We're going to drizzle this bad boy
right into those
over the top.
Scars.
That's right. So it's going to dribble it over the top first, and then I'll actually use my hands.
Yep.
And then I'll get it all to drizzle in there. You can see those liquids are running down over the top of the fish as we're doing this.
Yeah, and already those mixture of colours of the capsicum.
We can smell it too, you know.
I'm going to flip this over now. This is going to mainly fall apart as I do it, right? But we'll fix it up again before it goes into the actual bacon dish that we're going to use. Now you can put the onions inside the fish as well, up under here.
Stuffing.
Yep. This platter that we've got it on is actually what we're going to serve it on. Okay, so I'll wash that again before we serve it up. All the stuff that's run up right off the top is now caught in this tray. We're just going to put this one aside for 1 second. This is going to make a bit of a mess, right? We're going to put the fish diagonally because it's such a big fish, right?
Yep. Yes.
You're probably not going to be cooking with a fish this big, okay? But we are.
Because we're in the lucky country.
That's exactly right. So I'm going to lay some of the capsicum across these lemons, okay? We're going to give it a decent dose
Of our garlic oil.
Okay, that's really just to stop it from sticking in the bowl, but this is also going to have quite a bit of liquid in it as well.
And flavour, of course.
And flavour, of course.
And,
exactly.
and some more rum.
And some more rum.
And some more rum. So I'm going to tip him over, okay? I'm going to get all my goodies back on that have come off.
Yeah,
Okay,
beautiful.
I don't mind doing this a couple of times because we want to make sure that the stuff is down in the wedges. Okay, lemons back on top.
Got
Anything
that
in the
screen.
cheeks, Paul? No.
Look, you can. I'm not a fish head eating kind of guy.
Oh, the cheeks are.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Reverend. The
I've been
cheeks.
here before.
We've done
Well,
the
it
cheeks.
looks like we're putting stuff in the cheeks. So we're going to put a bit of the capsicum across him on top. Get our spoon. I'm going to take some of this tomato.
Well, give you a bit of a hand there.
Open him up.
Oh.
Right. And we're going to fill him full of tomato as well.
I'm excited already for this.
Now, quite a bit of liquid's going to come out of this tomato as well. Okay, so that's going to give it, a bit of simmer.
Yeah, just that
You get a little bit
steaming.
of steam action.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll just drizzle a little bit across the top. You don't need to.
And that's the beauty of that, with the whole fish cooking in his own juices,
Oh,
plus the
mate.
what's been added.
Whack some more of the old garlic down into these grooves. I've already put some on the other side in the grooves. Get some garlic inside. Don't forget we've got that garlic infused oil as well, so it's going to be pretty garlicky, but that's what we want. All these recipes are on Slice of Nature, and of course we're also on keepinitreal.tv.
That's it.
So check it out.
Done.
I'm just putting some lime juice across there. I'm basically just going to splash the rest of this liquid across the top. Okay, and we want lots of marinade. There's your cheeks.
Oh, there's the cheeks.
Oh yeah, make sure there's rum on them cheeks.
How's it taste?
Oh, I'm getting excited.
Do you want to know the really good bit? Watch this.
Oh, more
hey!
rum. More rum.
Normally we would do this with a bit of olive oil, but we're not. We're rumming it up.
And can you use any rum for this, or
Yeah, you can use any rum you like.
Yep.
I mean, look,
that's a spice rum? Obviously, it's
yeah, that's right. So I mean, you could use a whiskey, you could use a whole heap of different things. And I was sort of thinking, how can we get a sort of a sweeter, smokier texture to it? And opened up some rum and had a sniff.
I mean, where we are, we're pirates. We're on the coast. We're fishing.
Yeah,
we're doing this for a living.
Arr.
And realistically, you've nailed it, because what we've got here with your sweet and your sour and your spice, the rum's just going to be.
Yeah, exactly. So you got to do it.
the salt. and pepper.
Not too much. Just some salt and pepper over the top. I've already done the other side when we were putting it on there. And then I'm going to give one more little tweak, which is just another tiny little drizzle. And this time it's just going to be a little bit of soy sauce.
Nice.
Yep, nice.
Okay? All right, this one's ready to go into the oven.
Well, that's it, Paul. How good is that?
Isn't it amazing how you can just end one scene and then we come back and it's done?
It's daylight and then it's dark.
And then it's dark, exactly right.
Well, it took a little bit longer, didn't it, because of the size of this fish?
It's a big fish, man. I mean, that's,
Yeah.
you reckon 4, I reckon 5, so let's go 4.5 kilo fish, right? I mean, that thing is, each slab of fillet on the side here has got to be 1.5 inches thick.
Yep.
Now, we ran that at 200 and it was an hour.
Yep.
Okay, now
That's
I decided
spot on.
not to flip it halfway through because the way we had it in that foil tray, it had plenty of ventilation around it, and that was really the reason for that. All those beautiful liquids and everything that were in there, just you could hear it, couldn't you? Remember we were out there sitting there?
Oh,
In between the cans going, there was plenty.
There was sizzling everywhere.
Yeah, now, you could pair this, if you like, with some sort of rice bed, something that's got a bit of sweetness to it. You could put a salad with it. You could do whatever you really want. But this sort of model here is designed to feast. Okay?
Yeah.
Designed for us all to sit around the table together
And just
crack
grab a
in,
fork and
crack away. So, we're now going to dress it. So I'm going to give this a bit of dressing, make it look a bit pretty. What's that?
The Reverend's going to do the
We've changed our rum.
Look, that was supposed to be for a little bit of later on. However,
I've broken it out to it.
that's okay.
I'll get back to the cooking.
This is a Barbados, but basically because you rum infused it.
Yep.
Initially, I was thinking, right, everything that we had was Asian. We had the ginger, the lemon, the lime, the soy sauce, all that sort of stuff. which lent me towards the Riesling, you know, a little bit higher in the acidity to offset what we're doing with the fish.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful, clean Asahi beer from Japan. You know, you could pick any of your sort of Asian beers as long as they're crisp and fresh. But when I found out that there was a little bit of rum soaking going on, the inner me just got a little bit excited, and I brought along from my personal collection. This is probably a little 10-year-old Barbadian rum, and it's more just for the sipping on the after effect.
Yeah.
You know, not something that you really need to dive into, but just something that I thought, from my point of view, would just uplift.
Yeah.
You have a dig in, you have a little sip of it, or you sit down afterwards and you enjoy it. But it was just more me just being a little bit of a rum geek.
So you can see here, guys. Now I'm just going to finish it off. Right, just a squeeze of a bit more lime juice straight over the top here. Beautiful.
And again, look, if you're not a rum neat fan, you could build that up with a cube of ice, and just like Paul did, splash a lime right in there. On the end, this is just going to be beautiful.
If the spikes pull out, she's ready. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
All right.
We've got to get into this. And the beauty about this, we can actually eat the skin. It's scaled, the skin's going to be crispy.
Check this out. I'm just going to cut a little square section out here. Look at that. Look at the meat on that.
Hello.
Capsicum that I've put on top, that's just more red and yellow capsicum, but I've cut it really fine, and that's put on there raw. Okay, so it's going to give it some nice crunch and, you know, go with all the other flavours that are in there. Oh, look at that tomato coming out.
Yeah, get all them juices
nice
in
big
there.
That is really good. Wow. You got to try this, guys.
Look how white that meat is. That's beautiful, isn't it?
And that's the beauty about the trout. Their flesh is so white. I'll just I'll try it with the recommendation from the Reverend. Bowser. And all I can say is you've nailed it again, both of you.
I think if you get that on a plate, big family around, everyone just dive in together.
And that's the way to do it. Family, good friends, and just on the table and into it.
Yep, that's a nice dish.
Yeah. A big thanks to Paul from Slice of Nature and the Reverend for our pairing. Remember, guys, if you like our videos, share, subscribe to our channel. Till next time, see you up the creek.
See you guys.
Cheers.
Oh, beautiful.